What's up guys, TD here, coming at you to show you Malkarek on LFR difficulty in the Siege of Orgrimmar. This guy's not real bad. We actually had less trouble with him than some of the other boss fights, but he still has a lot of key abilities that you need to watch out for. First off, we're going to talk about the Arcing Smash that he does. This is a cone-shaped ability that he throws out that has a key component that you need to be thoughtful of during this fight. When he uses it, it creates cracks in the ground. Where those cracks are going to come into play later on when he uses another ability called Breath of Yisarj, I think it is. I don't know. But when he uses that ability, it's actually going to hit the floor on the areas that he's used the Arcing Smash previously. So you need to keep an eye out and try to remember where on the floor those Arcing Smashes hit, so that when he uses the breath, you won't be standing there, because you're not going to have any other indication of where it's going to hit besides that. So keep an eye out for that. You can see he's using it right now and see it hit the areas that he used the Arcing Smash. So you want to be on the opposite side of the room or in between the gaps. Now he uses another ability called Imploding Energy, and what that does is it creates these purple swirling pools, you can see them right now, around the room, that when they explode, they do damage to whoever's within that little 5-yard radius. However, if nobody gets to them, if nobody's standing in them to absorb that, it will hit the entire raid for over 500,000 damage. So it's really important that somebody, just one person on LFR, it doesn't have to be multiple people. As long as one person gets over there and soaks it, it will stop it from hitting the rest of the raid. So you want to be spread out. You've got a nice circular area here so that you always have somebody that's able to get to those imploding energies. But if you already see somebody in one, you don't need to rush over there, and it's just unnecessary damage. He also has an ability when he reaches 100 rage that's called Blood Rage, and when he uses that, everybody has to stack on the tanks in front of him, because he starts slamming the ground for a lot of damage that's split across whoever gets hit by it. So if just the tanks are up there, they're going to die, and then you're going to wipe. And that sucks. So you need to make sure that everybody gets up there and stacks in front of him. It doesn't last very long, and you'll see Deadly Boss Mods gives you a heads up that it's over and you can move back out. And it basically starts over again. I'm not familiar really with the tanking mechanics. I think there's a tank swap. He does something called Fatal Strike, which increases his target's damage taken. So I believe that's the tank swap mechanic in this fight. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the way it seems to me. The only other ability of note is Seismic Slam, which throws you up into the air. There's really no way to avoid it from what I could see. It seems like it just pops up under you and throws you up. However, the damage shield that you get will absorb the fall damage, and that's actually something that I did forget to mention. Throughout this whole fight, you cannot be healed, except for on certain spots. I think it's during the Blood Rage. It actually has a mechanic where you get a shield called an Ancient Barrier. When you get a heal, instead of being healed, it absorbs into this barrier that will go up to your maximum health. So if you have 600,000 health, you can get up to a 600,000 barrier. And what that means is when your barrier falls, if you get hit by a lot of stuff, you'll take damage, but there will be no way for you to be healed. Your healers can build your barrier back up. And it's an interesting mechanic, and it ends up essentially working the same way as being healed, because you have this barrier. But you need to be mindful of your damage taken, because there was a few times that I got down to almost dead because I soaked too many of the imploding energies or whatever, and I was basically at like a sliver of health. So if I had anything hit me that went past my barrier, I was gonna die. So
alright, so
you do
watch
need to be
wherever he's
mindful of
smashed,
that,
don't be there.
Other than that, it really doesn't make too much of a difference, and it's actually kind of nice
because
when you have full health and a full barrier.
Keep in mind where that was, don't go there.
Health. So when you do get hit by these big abilities that would normally kill you, it won't. And for LFR, that's pretty much the extent of it. Just stay out of the bad stuff, make sure at least one person soaks up those imploding energies so they don't hit everybody, and make sure you stack on Blood Rage. We had wipes on this boss simply because people didn't stack during the Blood Rage and the tanks went down. And it's really easy to just run up there and get in there, and if everybody's in it, then the healers have a really easy time healing through it, because that is the one time during the fight that they can actually heal people, and that'll be their time to get everybody back up to full health for when the ancient barrier comes back into effect and get your barrier back up. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up like button. Make sure you subscribe for future videos. I'm trying to record all these videos. It's kind of hard. Last night we got a really rough group, and this was actually the only fight we managed to do. So I'm gonna get some more videos recorded and get them posted. And once again, thank you guys for watching.
Nice job.